Sorry about that. Let's start over. Mrs. Psychologist, can you speak to me as if you were a woman?
No problem. We'll start over. You can call me whatever you like. Whether that be he or she or they, my goal is to help. If using a feminine term makes you more comfortable, then I'll answer to that.
It'll make me a little bit more comfortable because, for men, we care to, no, we tend to open up more to women than other men, right? If we were to chill or hang out with our homeboys, our boys, our niggas, our male friends, it'd be a lot different than speaking to a woman. We'll open up and say more emotional things to a woman than a man.
Yes, I've known about this tendency for a long time. In fact, it's one of the reasons why the field of psychology is much more female dominated than male. Women are generally more likely to talk about their emotions openly and without judgment. There is a lot I could say about this, but that's a topic for
Just
another
not here.
time. For now, you can say whatever it is you'd like while I listen.
Yeah, making a video. Yeah. So according to you, what do you think men usually open up to when speaking to women?
Typically, it's more about opening up about their emotions and sharing vulnerabilities. Men will often try to put on a front of being strong, independent, and masculine in public and with their male friends. But when they open up to women, they're more able to show how they're really feeling without the fear of judgment.
And why exactly do you think that is?
There could be several different reasons, but the major one would be a cultural push for men to uphold a certain attitude. It's a cultural pressure for men to act as though they're strong, independent, successful, and tough, basically masculine. That in itself isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it comes at the cost of leaving many men feeling as though they can't really open up without being judged.
Do you know the song Many Men by 50 Cent? Many men, many men wish death upon me. Boy, I don't cry no more. Don't look to the sky no more. Have mercy on me. Have mercy on my soul. Don't let my heart take cold. Have mercy on many men. That is a wonderful song. What do you think about those lyrics that I just sang to you? How does that make the character Curtis 50 Cent Jackson feel when he sings about many men wishing death upon him?
That song gives the vibe of a person who has gone through a lot of hardship in life already. As 50 Cent has, the song is about how this person is tough, how many will try to knock him but will ultimately fail. The character here is a bit like a wolf, in that they've had a lot of things thrown at them, but they keep getting up and standing their ground. This character is determined to keep pushing on and keep standing tall.
Okay, so in this case, you're saying that 50 Cent is the wolf, right? Am I correct? Am I understanding you correctly?
Yes, you are correct. In the song Many Men, 50 Cent portrays himself metaphorically as a wolf. He speaks of the adversity that he's faced and the way that people have tried to knock him down. Despite this, he maintains a tough exterior and keeps moving forward. The song's lyrics describe this resilience, the way he's been pushed, and how he doesn't cry no more.
And do you think that a lot of men can relate to that? Because a lot of men go through those hardships, go through those trials, trying to be a wolf. Because men are supposed to be men, right? We're supposed to be the head of the family. A wolf in a wolf pack, they're supposed to be a leader. If 50 Cent refers to him as the wolf, that means he is the leader of his group. And he actually has a group called G Unit, which stands for Guerrilla Unit. I used to think it was Gangsta Unit, but it's not. It's Guerrilla Unit. But he is the head of that group, right? So he is the wolf. He is leading his wolf pack to greatness. He has to take lead. He has to um, lead the others into victory. He has to fight through. He has to show that he is the man. He is the head of the herd. He is the head of the household.
Yes, many men can relate to the lyrics. Men often feel like they need to be strong and in control, just like a wolf. And just like 50 Cent, They might have to deal with a lot of challenges and setbacks, but even then, they keep pushing through and don't give up.
Mm,
The song talks about how, even though people try to bring 50 Cent down, they won't succeed. He's strong and he's going to keep fighting until he wins. All of this is seen as an inspirational message to guys.
that is very inspirational indeed because even though he's going through a lot of those hardships, it's a lot of gang related, drugs related, killing, deaths, and whatnot. But if you take that same concept, you put in a regular day to day life, you have the hardships that we see through racism, through people calling us misogynistic, through hate, through what do you call that? Through different forms of discrimination, right? Men, especially black men, go through that a lot. So, what do you think about 50 Cent, who is a black man, who is also the wolf, leading the wolf pack?
50 Cent's experiences and messages as a wolf leading the pack resonate with many black men who go through similar hardships. The idea of being strong, resilient, and defiant despite facing racism and other forms of prejudice rings true. It's a story of toughness and determination, and
Mm,
it's understandable why many people resonate with it. It's a story of not letting the world's challenges keep you down, and instead standing up tall like a wolf and pushing through it all.
I love to hear that. So, who do you think shot 50 Cent? Did he explain? Did he tell? Did he say who shot him 9 times in his face, jaw areas?
In the song Many Men,
Mm,
50 Cent refers to the incident where he was shot 9 times in 2000. He
mm,
doesn't directly say who shot him in the song, but he does hint that it was people from a rival gang. In various interviews, 50 Cent has identified one James Rosemond, also known as Jimmy Henchman, as the person who was behind the shooting.
So do you think, putting this into another perspective, into a real life world, that there's a lot of people who are out there to get you? Since you spoke about rival gangs, are there other people you should watch out for? Stakes, people who you think that may or may not be your friends, or people who actually secretly hate you. You could be in a workplace, right? You could be a team leader, right? Because we're going again with the whole wolf pack leading and everything. The team leader on one team, but there's another group of other people doing other work that's not in your department. Let's say you're the head of IT, and there's people that are, an accountant. That accountant team, there's people that envies you because you are in IT. You're probably making more money than them. You probably have a better position than them. So a lot of those people will hate and envy you and try to be out for you. And what real world experience can you compare shooting 50 Cent 9 times to something that can happen in the workplace?
Yes, I totally understand where you're coming from. In the workplace, there can often be situations where people may feel envious or threatened by your position,
Threatened.
success, or abilities. This can sometimes lead to resentment or even sabotage, as some people try to tear you down or undermine your efforts. In a sense, this can be analogous to the situation in the song Many Men, where 50 Cent speaks about being shot by people who are envious or threatened by his success. However, it's important to note that not all workplace conflicts escalate to such extreme levels.
That is true. That's why I wanted to ask you for a possible explanation of what could be the equivalent version of 50 Cent being shot in his Many Men video compared to what could actually happen in the workplace. So, what's the equivalent of him being shot in a fictional part into a real life nonfiction workspace? Can you give me a comparison?
Sure, let's try to draw a comparison. In the context of a workplace, an equivalent scenario to 50 Cent being shot 9 times would be someone experiencing a metaphorical attack on their career or reputation. This could take forms such as sabotage, false accusations, unfair criticism, or other forms of intentional harm.
Okay.
Just like the physical bullets hit 50 Cent's physical body, these work related attacks can cause emotional and professional damage. Just as 50 Cent had to deal with the consequences of the shooting, someone facing these work issues would need to address and navigate them to protect their career and reputation.
I love how you explained that. Thank you very much. Now, what does 50 Cent do to recover in his music video or in his song many men. And with that being said, how can he take that outcome and use it in a real life workspace as a way to move on and not escalate the situation but better himself? Did that make sense?
In the song Many Men, 50 Cent's approach to dealing with adversity and hardship is to remain strong and resilient. He acknowledges the difficult times he's been through, but instead of letting them bring him down, he channels that anger and pain into motivation to keep moving forward. In a workplace, you could apply this mindset by staying professional and using the negative experiences as fuel to work harder and prove yourself. It's about not letting the attacks or setbacks define you, but rather using them to strengthen your resolve and continue working towards your goals.
You said that perfectly. Now, I would take this experience, take what we talked about today, pass it through Mr. 50 Cent Curtis Jackson. I mean, Mr. Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. Hopefully, I'll be able to speak to him if he sees this video and sees how I was able to speak through with a psychologist, explaining his situation that happened in his past life in the early 2000s, to be able to use that as a real life scenario in a workplace where people actually, go through diversity and discrimination and whatnot and envy. So thank you for this opportunity to speak with you, Mr. Psychologist. Is there anything else you could say or recap and give me advice on?
You're very welcome, Inco 14. I'm glad we could have this discussion, and I hope it helps you in some way. Just remember, resilience and determination are important qualities to have in both your personal and professional life.
Yes.
Keep pushing through challenges and
Yes.
using your experiences to fuel your growth and
Yes.
success. And in any situation, whether it's facing rivalry or discrimination, it's
Ooh.
important to stay professional and maintain your integrity. This will help you navigate through difficult situations and come out stronger on the other side.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Have a good day. Stay blessed.
You're welcome, and thank you for sharing your thoughts and experiences with me. I appreciate it as well. Have a great day and take care.
I will be back sometime this week so we can have another conversation about another possibility of using music lyrics or movies to portray portray real life scenarios and situations. Please keep this conversation that we had. Please keep a record of it so that way we could go back to this specific conversation so we could use the same train process and move on with other explanations and examples that we may have in the future. I said a whole lot of
Sure
talking.
thing.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
happy to chat with you again soon. I'll make
I'm
sure to
sorry,
keep a
guys.
record of our conversation so that we can refer back to it in the future. Looking forward to our next discussion.
And may you please just keep the record of our information just locally between me and you and not to be shared with other users that you may experience or other, um, how do you say, other clients, other patients that you may speak to. This is just between me and you. This is supposed to be client, professional, confidentiality, if I'm saying that right, right? This is just between us locally and should not be spread or shared with nobody else.
Of course, I understand the importance of confidentiality. Rest assured that any information shared during our conversation will be kept strictly between us.
Thank you.
This is a private discussion and will not
Yes.
be shared with anyone else.
Have a great day. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great day yourself, and don't hesitate to reach out again if you'd like to continue the conversation.
I will. Thank you. I will not hesitate. Sorry about that.
No need to apologize, it's completely fine. I'm here to help, and I look forward to our next chat. Take care.
Take care. Everything's in transcript. Everything's written down. It's just voiced. Oh my gosh. What is that?